Right then guys, hello, welcome to another video. So, today, what supplements do I take and what do I think you should take? So, set a little timer so I'm not warbling on forever. So, first, let's get to the point, let's do the bit of the second part of this. What do I think you should take? So this, in my opinion, is all based on what you do as training wise. Whether you are training for strength, training to lose fat, training for endurance, that all differs. It also differs on you personally. I also don't feel that there are so many supplements out there and you can just fall down an alleyway of I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. When really, if, in my opinion, your diet is good enough, you don't really need any supplements. They enhance, and they can make training / recovery better, but I'll get onto that in a minute. But you don't actually need any. Only one, maybe caffeine. Probably the only supplement I class as a supplement. That's the only one I feel you need. Thought of a couple of ways to do this video, but what I'm going to do is, you see me in the car, I'm going to put up some stills on the screen. I was going to do a nice setup, but I don't take that many supplements, so that wouldn't look that great. But I think the supplements that I do take, I've done the research to take them, research before I take them, and I feel that they are benefiting me at the moment. So the supplements that I think you should take is all based on your personal preference and you as a whole, you as an individual person. So I'm not going to sit here and say for you to take this and for you to take that, because that'd be my opinion, and to you that's useless. So you as a person, you need to look at what training you're doing to then find out if you're struggling to recover. You might need to take a bit of protein while you're training. Also, BCAAs can sometimes help with the recovery, the muscle fatigue and everything, but all based on what you're doing training wise and what your end goal is. If you're just going to the gym for a bit of fun and to just pass the time, then you don't need any training. If you're not really bothered about getting massive results, then you don't need any supplements. You can just do it and enjoy it. So supplements, what do I think you should take? I can't really decide what you should take. It's all based on you personally. Lots of research out there, lots of blogs you can read, you can Google it to find this out. But I can't tell you what to take. I can just advise. So then we get on to the point of what do I take? So, what do I take for supplements? So, the first and the biggest one I would say that I take, and I feel that most people should take in some form or other, is the simplest one, which to me is protein. So I have 3 forms of protein, so I get it through food. That's my main goal. I would rather eat protein than drink it. My second one is a protein bar. I have quite a few protein bars. I have the I think I've got one here. I have CMP, which is okay. Numerous flavours of that one. That's the cherry and almond. That's the lemon meringue. And I find that for the macros on them, they're not so bad. I then also have one from Asda, which is a peanut and caramel one. Once again, the fine line between really good for you, but tastes like shite, not bad for you, but it tastes good. For a protein bar, I've got to want to eat it. If it's really healthy for me, and you've got to force yourself to eat it, you will therefore favour something else as opposed to this. So they taste nice. You can't really taste that they've got protein in them. There's no graininess. The one from Asda is really got a nice caramel to it. It's got real peanuts in it, not peanut powder or anything. That's good. And they're both above 18 grams. The CMP's 18.75 per bar. That one's 18 point something, or it says 18 on it. can't remember if you work it out, I don't know whether it's slightly less than 18 or slightly more than 18, I'm not too sure on that one. But protein bars, so I eat it in food, I eat it in bars. I also drink protein, but I only drink it once, and I put it in, this is for training, I put it in water with the other supplements, which I'll get onto, but I can only drink the isolate, whey protein isolate. I can't drink the concentrate, because the concentrate is a lower quality protein from what I've read, and it has more lactose in it. I'm lactose intolerant, so I have to go for the isolate. Now, I can get away with the isolate, but I couldn't drink it with every meal and every day. And also, I don't think you need to. If your diet, once again, is good enough and you're getting the right amount of protein in your meals, you don't need to. So I drink protein, eat protein bars, and I eat protein, as in chicken. My main protein source in food, chicken. Then obviously beans and etc. But that's the first one. The second one that I take, which I think is, I'm going to do them in order of what most people will, to some of the ones that I take that maybe aren't as important. So the first, I'm find it, got little things on my phone to so the second one I take is creatine. I find this is quite better, especially for me, for a strength sport. I find it's good because it's improved strength, supposed to improve lean mass, help the muscles recover quickly during exercise. Also, according to this, the muscular boost may help athletes achieve bursts of speed and energy at experts during short bouts of high intensity activities like deadlifting. You go from nothing, deadlifting, powerlifting, you go from nothing to everything in the space of seconds. So I've been taking creatine for a while. The protein that I take is My Protein Clear Whey. I'll put that up here, I should have put that up earlier. I've tried quite a few flavours, I said in the video before. I've ordered grape, which is on its way. The creatine that I take at the moment is one from bulk powders. I'll put a photo of that up on screen so you can see it. One heap scoop is enough. That's in there. That's in that bottle that I showed you. So in there's creatine and protein. So that's the second one. So now the last two that, well, I also take a multivitamin from My Protein. I'll put that up here. Take that with breakfast. It says 1 to 2 tablets a day. I'll just take one. Find it's going to do me more benefit than harm taking it. Once again, you don't need to. If your diet's good enough, which mine is, you probably don't. But if you are lacking in something, like that intolerance test said, I'll put the intolerance test card up here. If you've not seen the results, really interesting. Watch that at the end of this video. So I take BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So protein, creatine, and BCAAs are the next one. I find they're beneficial according to the research that I did, and everything along those lines. They help with muscle soreness. They are. Find the information, so I actually am making sense. So BCAAs work. Eating a high protein meal and BCAAs will increase your body's rate of muscle protein synthesis. This is important. So basically, muscle protein is made up of 20 amino acids, 9 essential, 11 non-essential. Essential amino acids can't be synthesized by the body and need to be included in your diet. 3 of the 9 essential amino acids that are known as branched chain amino acids are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. So they just help with the recovery aspect, they help with training aspect, and quite a lot of videos that I've watched and research that I've done, they are going to benefit my training. And I find that I'm going hard in the gym, really hard in the gym, but I'm recovering quickly. And I don't know whether that's down to that, or down to my diet as well, or the recovery, everything that I'm doing, but they are helping. I can't say they're not. When I wasn't taking them, I did wake up with DOMS quite badly, and therefore DOMS, how hard you go in a session, relates to how quickly you can recover, relates to how quickly you can then continue getting back onto training. Because if you're just doing one a week of a certain movement or a certain body part, you're not really getting the progressive overloading. You're then going to get 4 sessions a month, not really enough to get the progressive. You need to be doing it 2 or 3 times a day. The last one, what is it? Last one. The last one I take, I'll put it up on screen, is dextrose powder. So I get this from my protein as well, as it will show on the photo. I take this for the energy aspect. So it's in here, and from what I've read, because it's in liquid, it's absorbed quickly, so therefore when I'm training I'm full of energy, as well as the caffeine. And the caffeine is a bulk powder caffeine, nothing exciting, just a caffeine tablet. You've seen that in other videos. If you haven't, then welcome. But dextrose powder, find that's really helpful, and it gets into your system really quickly, and it also helps you sustain the training. That's a relatively new addition to training, dextrose powder. I messed up. I ordered, they didn't send it, so I ordered another one. They then sent them both, so I've got 10 kilos of dextrose powder at work. But I have one heat scoop, so like 1.5 scoops of that in there. Makes it really sweet with the protein in it, and the BCAAs and the creatine, and taking caffeine. I find I'm in optimal focus mode to get the training done. And then the caffeine tablets, I've had caffeine drinks in the past, and they are still in my system 3 hours later, or when I'm laid in bed that night. And caffeine tablets give you enough to spike you. They don't give you all the tingly feeling, I don't find. I only take 1, sometimes take 1.5, but mainly 1. Just gives you enough focus, get on with it, get it done. And then an hour and a half when you're leaving the gym, it's coming out your system. You never have the come down or the tingly feeling when it's leaving your system, or the sicky feeling. And they're cheap. Well, how many servings are in here? 250 tablets in there, and I think it was, I can't remember how much it was. It weren't a lot, 10 quid, maybe slightly more, 11 quid. Delivered 250 tablets, so that's 250 days of training. I do say that the older design, these are a circle with a slit in the middle. The other ones were longer with a slit in the middle. The longer ones you could crack, so you could take 1.5 easily. I have to cut them up to get them, but as you can see, nothing exciting. It's just you can see that 100% caffeine. That works really well. So to recap, protein is the main supplement, and I drink it during training. My Protein Clear Whey. If you haven't tried the My Protein Clear Whey and you try it, it just tastes like juice. And when I say that to people and they go, yeah, but I've had it done, it just tastes like juice. And it looks like juice. This hasn't properly settled yet, but you can see juice. Just tastes like juice. It's a lot of juice. Creatine, I find you don't need to load creatine. That's the biggest loader ever. 1 scoop, similar time of day, done. You don't need to load it. You don't need to have an off bit. You just take one scoop or the recommended dose at the same time every day. I take it now through training as I'm leaving training. BCAAs, see, you don't need to take BCAAs. I'm trialing them. I've got 1 pack. I'm trialing them. If I didn't think they were worth it, I wouldn't take them, but I feel they are benefiting me. Caffeine, I find that's beneficial. A lot of people take like carbonated drinks. I can't do bubbles when I'm squatting or when I'm working out. It just gases me up, and then when you're putting a belt on, it makes it even worse. So that protein, creatine, BCAAs, dextrose powder. Once again, you don't need that. You can get a high dose of carb in other areas. You're having the caffeine drinks. They sometimes come with carbs, or they sometimes come with something to perk you up, because you get extra bits in those. And that's it. Creatine, protein, BCAAs, dextrose powder, caffeine, and a multivitamin. So not much, because I don't think you need much. If you go onto certain websites and put in, there is hundreds of different types of this and that, and tablets and powders and drinks you can get. I also find that this comes down to, if you are sponsored by somebody, you're more inclined to take more supplements. because it's not cheap. It's not cheap to take what you take and to take the protein and to take the recommended dose of everything. It soon disappears. If you're training 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, it soon disappears. If you're sponsored by a company and they're going to sponsor you with supplements, yes, you might then be inclined to take some more because you're not paying for them. But I only take what I feel and what I've read and what I've researched, because I'm one of them people, if I'm going to buy something, I need to do my research on it before, whatever it is. Find it if it's cheaper, what are the pros, what's the reviews, what are the pros, what's it going to do for me, what's it not going to do for me, is it going to be beneficial for me as a person, because everybody's individual, everybody's training is individual. So you need to get them little things that's going to slightly boost you to just be ahead of the competition. You need to be doing, I always say, you need to be doing what the others aren't, and that's the people that are going to stand out above the rest. So that's that done. What supplements do I take and what should you take? I hope this has been informative to some people. If anybody's still watching, if you have any questions, put them in the comments, I'll try and answer them. If you have any questions about what I've said and you want some more clarification on that, put that in the comments and I'll be happy to answer it. If you're new, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and once again, I hope this has been informative. I hope this has helped people. If it's helped one person, it's been worthwhile doing the video. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.